the Seat on Floxer TV.
Good day, everyone. I welcome you to another edition of On the Seat. My name is Oluwafemi Joshua. People call me Anu Dynamics. Right here with me, I have a good citizen of Nigeria, which is my guest. I have here with me Honorable Adeaga. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, viewers at home. My name is Leaji Abidin Adetokunbo Adeaga.
Thank you very much for the invitation, sir. And I just want people that are viewing us to know who is Honorable Alhaji Adeaga.
It's just as simple as this. Alhaji Abidin Adetokunbo is a citizen of Nigeria. From Oyo State, born in Ibadan. I did my primary school. I started my primary school from St. Paul Yemetu, and I ended up my primary school in Victory Primary School in Okado.
Okay.
I went to Lula College, and after that, I did my BA in politics in London Metropolitan University, UK.
So, how long have you been into politics, sir?
Well, I've been into politics since the inception of PDP. Even though I started off in UK, where we were being presented with a flag, and I happens to be the PRO of PDP Southwest Caucus in UK.
I have a question for you, but before I go into the questions, what inspired you into politics?
Is number one, interest. Number two, you can't sit on the fence.
Sure.
People no longer sit on the fence again, criticizing government. You have to be part of the government. So I'm into politics just to contribute my own quota.
So how can we contribute more to the government, even if we are not coming out to come out for a post or for either a local government chairman or either a federal representative or a senator?
I've been doing that in my own small way.
Okay.
You understand, by sensitizing people and telling them what to do in so many ways.
In so many ways.
Yes.
You are the candidate of PDP for the House Representative seat, represents Akinyele and Lagelu Federal Constituency. What are your plans for the constituency, sir?
When you look around what is happening or what is going on in Adeaga, you will realize one thing: we've been shortchanged in terms of governance, in terms of bringing federal entitlements not to the state. I'm only talking about my own federal constituency.
Yeah, I understand. It's part of
our own dear governor is taking care of the state. And everybody can see what he's doing right there in the state. You understand? But when you talk about federal presence in terms of legislative arms, you can see that we have been shortchanging at the end of the day. So this is what I intend to do. When you look at our manifestos, the first thing I want to do, when they created Lagelu, then we only have one state called one state assembly, which if it's possible for me, I will do something that will make bring changes to that. And what I intend to do is that if it's possible for me to make it two representatives, someone that will be representing us at the state level. And secondly, when you look at the expansion rates of Akinyele Lagelu, there's nothing that makes us to be different from what is going on in Oluyole. The two local governments can stand on their own. have their own federal candidates. I mean, in terms of House of Representatives. That's my first priority. The second priority, is this. When you look at in terms of encouraging the women in our society, I want a situation whereby we can bring it from maybe 35% to 50%, because now we're now in the era of what a man can do, a woman can do better as well.
Yes.
We have to encourage them. Not only encourage them, make it simple for them to be able to dabble into politics and encourage them in every capacities.
Even though the youth.
Even the youths. Look at what is going on now. We said they are not too young. There was a law that created not too young to run. And not too young to run. You can even see that most of the Senate, before a youth can get into Senate, he has to be a money back. Or maybe his parents are very rich.
He has a strong
And
support.
we keep on doing the same thing, recycling. And here we are. We said that we have a law that says not too young to run. A youth that doesn't have a job, that doesn't have any backup, that doesn't have any money to compete, and we are still saying that not too young to run. How can you get money? We have to make it simple. We have to find a simple way in which they can get into and make their own contribution.
Do you have any other plan for youth in Akinyele and Adeaga?
Before coming down to come and meet you people, I was discussing with my brother. Do you know the systems, if it's possible, we have to change it. In which, if a lot of people, a lot of younger ones are roaming the streets. Some have interest in going to school, but no one to sponsor them, and they didn't get any means. If the government can be doing that, and they have a way of doing it, one, the local government will be ready not to give them this money. It's just a form of borrowing them, and after their education, they will be making repayment back.
Like a tax?
We call it grant.
Okay, the grant.
We have to look at how they are able to do it in overseas. And we have to find a means of encouraging all the firms, the companies. Maybe give these youth something, even if it's 20 hours in a week, so that they will be able to find their daily means, and at the same time, they will have enough to save at the end of the year to pay for their education. This will be an advantage to our security something. Because if less, there is not every use that want to be used as a tool for politicians. It means of let's say like as a talk. But when they can't find their means, they have to go on with what is on ground. And what is on ground? They will be looking at we politicians to give them their daily means. And the service they can only render, maybe it's, Baba mi, Iya mi o,
To pay you, and so something will come out from that.
Yes, that means that's what they believe.
What are you doing differently if elected?
What I'm doing, I'm going to bring governance closer to the people. And whenever I go around to solicit for people's votes, I always tell them, at the end of the day, I should be held accountable for whatever I do in my office, in the office. I don't want to be a sit down and look legislators. I'll be coming back every 3 months to give account of what I've been doing and what I will be doing. I want to be accountable to the people. I want to bring them comfort. That's my slogan.
Which is very, very necessary for the citizens.
Yes. I want them to know the difference between right and wrong. I want to see revived governance.
The opposition party is feeling one of the strongest politicians as far as federal constituency is concerned. Honorable Lafi Akinmoyede, he has been a councillor, he has been a local government chairman, and indeed a state assembly member. How do you intend to win such established politician?
It's not our fault, it's our way. For me, I too have been in politics for long. Even though I haven't held any position. But one thing about me is that you have to know your people. Before you can come out and tell them I want to represent you. And mind you, all the candidates that comes out for this election, they are all strong. This coming election is not based on what you have achieved, what you have to offer. And even if you go back to what you have achieved, show us your achievement. That's what the election is based on. It's going to be based on personality. People are now wiser.
Are you good to your citizen or not?
Yes, people are now wiser. They now knows how to vote. Don't be surprised if a citizen vote for 3 different political parties. And that's the reason in PDP we bring out our best.
I know people will be thinking they won't vote for a party, but they are voting there for their own opinion. This coming election, right?
We voted. Let me tell you something. Everybody knows what PDP stands for. When we were there for 16 years, we know what we are able to achieve. And even if we're not talking about national, see what happened within the first 3 years of our able governor, Engineer Oluwaseyi Abiodun Makinde. When you see he simplified governance, he made a promise and he has fulfilled almost 90% of his promises. Go all over your states. You will see his handwork. He made Oyo State safer, and he implemented a lot of things. When you look at the infrastructural levels, no sitting governor in Oyo State history have ever built the type of roads that Engineer Seyi Makinde did.
Even though the circular road.
Yes. One thing he doesn't discriminate, he believes in continuity of the government.
Yeah, which is the good government.
Which is a very good sign. Like the previous governor of blessed memory, they neglected, and that thing is common within we politicians. But Adeaga Seyi Makinde is quite different from them. He said government should be a continuity project. So if you do yours and you didn't finish it, he will come in and finish it.
As we see in 2015, the Buhari tsunami, the influence of APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, especially in the southwest Nigeria, to me, is another political tsunami, so to speak. Is that inevitable? Is your party preparing to restrict that?
Firstly, let me tell you, I've said it earlier. And what's that? People are now wise. People want to gauge each candidate and what they will bring to the table. The tsunami have come and, and go. What is on ground now? People, as at then, people they have been blindfolded into doing things. But now, everybody wants to know who governs them, irrespective of where church person comes from. Whether you are Hausa, Yoruba, or Igbo. And when you look at Southwest, we are politically inclined. We normally don't base our voting pattern on ethnicity. We base it on who can deliver. Everybody knows what is going on now. When you check what happened pre 2015 and you check what is happening nowadays, people, as at then, what they did is that they gave us fake promises. When you look at what is going on now, people are now telling them, they are now clamoring that PDP should come back. They should take us back to what we had in 2015. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu brought us APC. He promised us changes. Instead of changes that will bring us forward, it's changes that will bring us, that is taking us backward. It's part and parcel of this government. So tell me, what new thing is it bringing to the table? So forget about tsunami. People want to face reality now. People are clamoring for PDP to come back. They know us as a party, not with empty promises. They know us as a party that promise and keep to our promises. So don't be deceived, or don't even join them in saying there's going to be another political tsunami. Everybody wants PDP back. We are the oldest party, political party, and the largest. We've been in the government. Nobody wants to try do a try and error or something again. We have a candidate who has been part of the government, who is well knowledge about what governance is. So let's forget about political autonomy. It's going to be a straightforward something. It's going to be something that okay, we know what your party have done before. Come back and start doing it again. That's the tsunami that is going to.
So another factor to be considered, sir, is the massive support enjoined by the Peter Obi from Nigerian youth, both physically and social media. Can't this cause a setback for a party?
It's not going to cause a setback. It's not. And if you ask me the reason for that, I can even give you a simple example that happens in our backyard. We all see what happened in Ekiti and Osun State. They are two different things. We have structure all over Nigeria, all over the nations. There are structures that have been in existence for almost 20-something years. The structure still stands, and we see oil in it. Obi and obedience, we do respect to them. They're just a movement. I respect him, and I respect the obedience. And when you look at what gingers them on, Is the failure of this present government. Is the failure where things are not moving the way it should be. Where there is collapse in our economy, the values are no longer there, and that's what ginger them on. But it's not yet their time.
So, are you confident of Governor Sheyi Makinde re-election, sir?
101% confidence.
101%?
Yes. I said it earlier that he kept all the promises that he made to other people. And all what he promises is about 90% of it have been done, have been achieved. One thing that people always get wrong is that governance is not about satisfying individuals. It's about satisfying the masses. He is at the very top. And he will take decision that will be of beneficiary to the majority of people. Because he will be held accountable for whatever good or bad thing he did while he is in the office. He will be held accountable for it. At times individually, if he takes some decisions, it might not be well with him. So far it's all right with the masses. At times, if you want to achieve your goals, you have to step on toes. Those whom you step on their toes might not be happy. But what is the majority saying? The majority are clamoring for his continuity. That's it. And on a personal note, for me, he hasn't done or did anything that is wrong to me. Or else, you can tell me, it's the second time it's done it by the special grace of Almighty Allah.
So you are endorsing him, you have confidence in him. Very well.
What is saying? I've told you I have confidence, and my confidence is 101%. That's the feelings of every citizen of Oyo State. And even if you go out of the states, I've been in the restaurant, and people that doesn't know that I'm even a politician, they are discussing about whom to vote for. And with the feelings and what I'm hearing from them, he deserves this.
So, sir, what's your advice to the electorate as 2023 general election is approaching?
My only advice for them is that they shouldn't allow themselves to be deceived again. There will be a lot of propaganda as the election is drawing closer. They should. I will use a slogan: "Shine your face." Don't be deceived. Don't turn governance these elections into. They shouldn't be allowed themselves to be used for a peanut, just to vote someone that is not competent into any post. That's the slogan I would say: "Shine your face."
Shine your face. Very nice. What's your advice for the youth? Because during the election, youth will be outside, try to make something simple for themselves, try to vote for their own set of their minds. What's your own advice for them as well?
My advice for the youths, in which I'm part and parcel of them, is that they shouldn't allow themselves to be used by selfish politicians. That's it. They should think about their futures. And our future starts from today, from now. That's it. If you say, okay, because I'm a youth, I still have a long time, your future starts from now. And you have to be part and parcel of the government. And the only way that you can be part and parcel of the government is by using your PVC and your tongue in the right way. They shouldn't allow themselves to be used for tourism or people to buy their favor with just a peanut.
Sorry, I would like to ask this one very question, which is very, very common when it's time for election. What's your own advice again to the honorables members of your own caliber that brings money out to deceive people when it's time for voting?
My only advice is for the citizen,
Not the honorables.
not the honorables. My advice, candid advice to the citizens, they should not allow themselves to be deceived. They should ask for their manifestos. And once you collect money from them, a lot of people are hiding under the banner of poverty. Let me tell you something. Will 5,000, 2,000 be able to solve the problem? No.
For 4 years.
For 4 years? No. They should think about that. It's just like giving them 5,000, 10,000, and they repaying back with 10 million. So I will still say this thing: shine your face.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alaji Abidin Adeaga. Thank you very much for the little brief discussion with you, and we hope and we let me keep congratulating you. Best of luck in your endeavor and in coming elections, sir.
Thanks so much.
Yes, sir. I still remain Oluwafemi Joshua. People call me No Dynamics. Thanks for watching.
On the Sit on Floxer TV.